Okay, we should be live, baby. We're live. Let's see. So I'm here with Tango. We're gonna start this tournament. /start. Actually, I'm gonna shuffle the bracket real quick. Just give the bracket one good shuffle.
Yep.
Where is it? Is it standing? No, it's participants. Participants. Shuffle seeds. Shuffle that shit up. All right. I shuffled it, and now I'm going to do /start. No.
Those duel start. Just make sure you give me a screen share so I got the live POV.
Yeah, I got you. The tournament has begun. Okay, let's see who's playing round one. Anyone interesting? Ooh, we got Itachi versus the Edison Club. It's a good one. Oh, you wanted me to share my screen as well. Give me a sec. Let me go to my streaming software. Settings. Virtual webcam. Start. Does my voice sound fine? Like, do I sound
Sound good to me.
like a normal person? Okay, you should be able to see the stream.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second. Okay. So where do we? So we don't have a Tengu section yet. So I guess they're going to be an unlimited, unrated.
Correct.
Interesting.
Correct.
Oh, Dom is hosting. Dom is hosting. I don't see anyone. Oh wait, is he hosting under Itachi or where is he hosting at? Where could he possibly be hosting at? Where is he?
Maybe you got the name all wrong.
I'm just gonna go out and go back in. Maybe that worked? I don't know. Did they start? I'm so lost. I'm fucking super lost. I mean, he has two names. One's Dom. There we go. There he is. All right. God damn, how'd they already get a Stratos and an Equal field? All right, well, here we go, guys. We are officially live. They were live.
They got to it quick.
They did. Wait, this is Tengu format, and Stratos is still okay. I'm not going to question it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to question it.
We're beating.
Is that what's happening? This could be something better. I feel like in Tengu format, you could do a little bit better. View on YouTube. Let me open up the stream myself. I have no idea. I haven't seen any of the chat yet. Is that what's happening?
I don't know about you, dog. The Shining is broken.
Shining is very good. I cannot deny that. Shining is actually very good.
I imagine that he may not be playing Hirobi because of how long his turn is taking after the Stratos.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. We haven't even got to the Stratos declare. Maybe they were stalling for us to get here.
I mean, that's very nice of them, if that's the case.
Yep. Because I thought Stratos got Alias and we were just sitting here for a while. And I was like, that can't be Hirobi. Alex says, I wonder what everyone's playing. Probably Worms.
Don't. Just don't. No,
Worms.
What did he search? What did he end up searching? I haven't seen anything yet.
Alias.
Okay. Oh, so it's just probably Hero Beat, yeah.
Yeah. So my perception of this format, set monsters they're kind of rare-ish. Set monsters aren't really coming out here often, but we gotta set the Bree Dragon. Alright.
I set debris, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Here we
got this
go.
guy. I forget what his name is. All I know is he's 19 and he's a Gemini.
Oh, Crusader of Endymion.
Yep, Endymion. Here we are.
The Crusader. I made myself visible so you guys can, you know, see me tonight. All right, yes. Let's see. We got some Tengu. How do you guys feel about Tengu format? Is this a format that you guys actually enjoy? Do you hate it? Do you feel like it's the worst format of all time? Do you feel like it's the best format of all time? Do you like any of the decks? Like, how do you guys feel in the chat about Tengu? Let me do a little. How do you? Konami is forcing Tengu format on us. So that's, you know, Konami's making Tengu format happen.
Yeah, they're making it happening.
Mm-hmm. Hamina. Maybe I should move my Dark Magician. Open him up. My little buddy.
Yep.
There he is.
So we got a debris sand game play that forced a, oh. Whoa.
What happened? What'd I miss?
Whoa.
What'd I miss?
I'm about some Tengu Frozen Soul with the hundo.
Wait, what?
Dropping the hundo for Tengu.
I got a donation? Wait, are you serious? Hold on. I didn't see it. It didn't come up on the alert box yet. You know that shit lags forever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Frozen Soul. Thank you so much for the donation. Frozen Soul dropping $100. Woo! That is fucking insane. Already, here we go. I truly think the format is the best Yu-Gi-Oh format, some guy says.
He's literally some guy.
Yeah, his name
Not
is
just some guy.
Yeah, Aegis and Core Bomb says, I remember Aegis and Plants being on top. That is very true. Aegis and Plants are the two main decks of this format. But in 13 years, a lot has changed in terms of people still playing it and farming the format and figuring things out. And I would say, first of all, my music is way too loud. I would say that it's gotten a little bit better in terms of the decks that are playable now. Like, there's a lot more decks playable than just Agents and Plants and like TGs. I think those are like the big three at the time. So we have a lot more than that.
And also at the same time, this format is definitely way less explored retroactively than Edison is.
Yeah,
so
Edison has been explored to all hell. To be honest, I'm a little tired of it.
There's an interesting thing about Tengu format that me and Frazier were talking a lot about, and how we were talking about how the Tengu list from back then and the agent list from back then pretty much look identical to what's being played now. Yeah, and that almost feels like it could be like, it's like weird because, like, you know, old Edison lists, like the deck list looks so much different. Yeah, old Edison lists don't hold up at all to current Edison lists, but Tengu list, like Billy Break's list that was played in 2011, recently got second place at a tournament, like an invitational, I believe, on TCG Leewan's channel. So clearly, you know, the old deck lists still work in Tengu format, and that's just because I think that Tengu is a lot more powerful of a format too. So the things that were powerful back then are still very powerful now, whereas Quick Draw, for example, right? Drill Warrior is not powerful in Edison. Like, it's just not. Like, Oppression's in most of the main decks that are good, you know, like two of the main decks, Blackwing and Value Turbo, both play Oppression. And if they don't main it, they can side it. Okay, so we're going. He's chaining. Okay, that's very interesting. Yeah, we got a Maxi and a Hero Blast happening, so we're getting a draw. Yeah, that guy doesn't miss timing, just by the way. I'm pretty sure Tengu's an if effect, so if his intent was to make it miss timing, that's not what's happening. Let me read some in the chat. So let's see. Bluffknock says, I'm not with it. I want to keep the Edison train going instead of taking the attention off of Edison, even in the slightest. I think we all have something great going, especially in the past year. Yeah, but Bluffknock, the reality is you can have a dream for Edison all you want, but Konami is clearly pushing other formats as well. So the 3v3 in Vegas is happening with or without, you know, you. And therefore, people are forced to play Tengu format. Ooh, that Dark Hole as well is really good. I don't think that we have to be in fear that like Edison format is going to go away. I want Edison format to stay around. Let me be very clear about that. I have a huge investment in Edison format in terms of just like, I have a max rarity Hero Frog deck, right? Like, I'm known to be the creator of one of the best decks in the format at this point. I like the format. I love it. I love that people play the Hero Frog deck, and I love that I can play it in person and it looks icy as hell.
I don't feel like collecting a bunch of Tengu cards. So that's like my thing. But at the same time, it is nice to just have an alternative, you know? Like to just have something else to do.
Yeah. Because it's like with anything that you play like really competitively, sometimes like you can get burnt out and like, you know, dabbling in something, you know, that's like adjacent to what you're doing with some new tricks is always interesting and new to play with. I
am personally burnt out of Edison right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like I've just played so much of it in the last 2 years that I'm glad that Konami announced this 3v3 with the 3 different formats. It's exactly what I needed.
I think business-wise as well, it makes sense that they're doing more formats beyond GOAT and Edison, because it's like the more events they do, the more money they can collect from people entering these events and stuff like that. And obviously there is a market for people who want to play retro formats, because there is a very loud minority of players that do not like playing modern at all.
Yeah. Someone said Edison plus Tengu can coexist and thrive together. I feel the exact same way. I feel like Edison and GOATs have existed together, and Tengu can exist right there with them and be perfectly fine.
Yeah. I don't see any reason where they can't be in the same space.
You don't think it'll hit a point where GOAT hit with just the most broken deck is chaos and there's no other deck to run once the format gets solved in Edison? I don't think Edison will ever have that problem. I think that Edison's biggest fear, to be honest, is Dragon Turbo. And I think that deck is like where it is, where it's just like still high roller, right? Like it's not winning every tournament or anything like that. It's a good deck for sure, but it's probably the worst deck in Edison in terms of just like for the health of the format. Dragon Turbo is a really bad deck. And as long as that deck is not the #1 play deck, Edison will survive. And I don't think it ever will be the most played deck, because people just don't really enjoy that play style, it seems. Like people like to actually play the game, which is why they're playing Edison format. If you like playing Yu-Gi-Oh, like, you know, regular Yu-Gi-Oh, then Edison is a perfect format for that. You can set monsters and not lose. You can set traps and not lose. But you can also play fast things like Frogs and Dragon Turbo that don't really do any of that, and they're just kind of doing their oon little thing, right? So it has something for everyone, and that's what makes Edison so appealing. I don't think we'll get to a point where Edison is solved by one deck, because the card pool is too big. And then Tengu's even more of a bigger card pool, so it's a whole year and a half later, so the card pool grew even more than Edison, so it has a lot of decks as well that are playable. And I don't think we're ever going to have like a situation where it's like, oh, this one deck is just so much better than everything else that you can't even play anything else.
Yeah, I think I pretty much agree with all that. Like where there's kind of like this kind of clause that everyone kind of has, where they're just like, we all kind of agree that we're not going to spam Dragon Turbo, because at least as far as that deck, I don't think it's personally like on paper the best deck, but it's definitely a deck if you're lucky with. Like you can really just run through a tournament with it.
Right.
But I think most people just really, for me, my experience, it's the most fun deck to play against. Like Black Wings that are like high rolling with Whirlwind and Kalutes and all that good stuff. I enjoy playing against those more because they feel like a little bit more interaction. Dragons just feel like they build up resources. They do the double street sweepers of heavy Entrunade, and they just kill you with Drago, so no Gore's Trag is going to save you or anything like that. It's pretty much like a really poor experience when you're losing to Dragon Turbo in a situation like that. But when it comes to the other decks in Edison, I think the top decks especially, they're not as such a negative like play experience when you're losing, when you're playing against or playing as the deck. The other person was saying
he made Ancient Fairy Dragon, which is interesting because I like the Catastrophe to kill the Alias without running into Honest. Now, here's the thing about this format: Honest is actually at 1, so it's Honest is not reliable. Is this game at 41 plus 21? This is exactly game actually. 41 right here plus 21 is 62. If I did my math right. Oh, okay. Well. Jesus. So remember how we were talking about how many things you could just freestyle with this deck, and it just does.
Yeah, I mean, this is not even the field that I thought it was going to end on. I thought it was going to be make Brionic,
Yeah,
I
and I
he
was
gonna
talking
make
about Honest, and he
quick.
actually had the one Honest, so it's kind of funny I brought that up.
What's going on, Bluff? Some guy said, I truly feel like Edison is Veyo Turbo or nothing at all in actuality, where Tango playing is literally 20 plus decks that can win a tournament. So I think two things about that statement I kind of disagree with. I don't think Edison format is just Veyo Turbo. It's definitely had its year this year for sure.
But even with it having a good year, it still didn't win everything or even come close to winning everything. Like, there are multiple wins from a bunch of different decks in 2023, right? Like the diversity in deck wins in 2023 between Blackwing, Veyu, Frog, Norlaris, Fairy starting the year, the Chaos Fairy deck, Dragon Turbo, Trap Dragons, like literally I think 12 different decks won of an event last year. The foreign one where Diva Hero won, right? There's a kid who won the Jinzo with Diva Hero. So like I just named like 8 different decks that won events in 2023. So that's clearly not a one deck format, right? Like there's no way if it's a one deck format, there's no way you're getting literally 8+ decks, like completely different decks too, winning big events. Carlouche was won by straight up Monarchs, like just straight up Frog Monarch, no heroes or anything, just straight up Frog Monarch last year. So like that's another deck. Now we're at 9 decks. I'm probably missing some too, but the point is that like there are just too many. I think the only deck that didn't win something last year was Diva Hero beat. but every other deck, like zombies, like every deck has won something last year. So zombie being a 10th deck. So like, you know, I just don't agree with like, oh, it's Vayu Turbo or bust. It's very clearly not Vayu Turbo or bust.
Yeah, I think also the other thing that I'm a little in contention with, and just because I think it's just too early in the format, at least in its online retro era, like saying that Tango has literally 20 decks that can win a tournament. I would say with strong positivity, that's probably very not true. It's probably pretty far from true. Like there's maybe like, if I wanted to give a very like honest, you know, estimation, like maybe like 8 to 10 decks, maybe even less than that, just because the card pool is so much more powerful and vast than Edison is. And also this format is way more consistent because of Power to Duality, and like there's more archetypal stuff that's happening in this format than Edison. I think that could be. I think those 20 decks could dwindle down lower once Tengu reaches to the level of optimization that Edison in its retro era has. In its revitalization era it's had.
Yeah, I mean we clearly already disproved the idea that it's Veyu or bust. Like I just named 10 decks that won in just 2023 alone, and if we go back another year, you get more decks that have won tournaments. So it's just like that's a kind of a moot point. I want to read some in the chat though. So Bluff Knox said, at the end of the day, Dragon Turbo is still an RNG deck. Post board, you have a great chance if the side is right. Yeah, I mean, Dragon Turbo is one of those decks that you either dodge it in bracket or you just hope that they brick when they play you specifically, because it's always like, you don't know who they're going to brick against, but they're going to brick against somebody at some point. And Rage Peacock says, my in real life locals, we do Edison every month. Then we have seasons where the other tournament, you know what, I'm just going to put this on screen because we're not using all this real estate, right? Like a lot of this, I'm just going to add my chat right there so I can read it. Now in real life locals, we do Edison every month. And then we have seasons where the other tournament is another format and it lasts for a set amount of time. Like right now, it's PC Monarch before it was GOAT. Also, Stango, are you there? Did you leave?
I'm good, yeah. I was, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I just jumped back in.
Gotcha. Let's see. Do you like Hat, Fraser? No. I think Hat is actually not a good format. I actually genuinely believe that Hat is not a good format of Yu-Gi-Oh!
So, funny story to Hat format. Pretty much during my travels of winning a like online hat like local or whatever, just a format library hat tournament. You know, Fraser was watching my replays of playing Infernities, and he was recounting a story. Who was it that you played again at Nationals or Worlds?
Sahabi.
Mm. And he was just talking about a funny story, just about how Sahabi made X-Town Knight against him, and then Fraser had the one warning. He's like, yes, warning on the X-Town Knight, so good. And then the second one comes down, and
he's like, soul charge, make another one. I was like, wait, what?
Wait, that's at 1, isn't it?
I'd play Freyway in hat for 500. Jeez, you're gonna try to make me learn hat format? Oh,
well, we know what deck you're playing. You're gonna right your wrongs. You're gonna right your wrongs of 2014.
Oh man,
he's gonna right his wrongs, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it sounds like Tengu and Edison are just, you know, very similar. Like they both have a bunch of decks that can all win, and Edison has proven that there's literally like 12 different decks. I just named 10 of them that have won tournaments in the last year. Like in the last 365 days, I just named 10 decks, and I know I'm missing some, but I just named 10 decks that have literally won a tournament in the last year in Edison format. Some of them have multiple wins. Like Hero Frogs won 3 tournaments. I think Violet Turbo won 6 or 9. I forget. I think it's 9. Black Wings won 6. Regular, straight up Monarchs won a tournament. Chaos Fairies won. Norlaris won. Diva Hero won. There's just so many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's just a lot of different decks that have straight up. But Dragons, Dragon Turbo, Dragon was traps. Like,
yeah, I definitely agree. I think Tengu and Edison are akin to each other, where it seems like there's a lot of viability between a lot of different decks. Yeah. But it's you know, both formats are fun.
Frozen said, I started dabbling in Tengu recently. I'm trying to start a local league for both. That would be cool. Frozen, how did your move go, by the way? Did you end up moving? I forget if that was the last time we spoke. I feel like you were... Oh my gosh, Tengu's so broken. Baby.
Yep.
Baby, Econ is brain control on crack. It's brain control on Krizak. When you have multiple tour guides and reborn Tengus. Oh, I thought that... Wait, who won that?
Dom lost. He was out of Tengus.
Oh.
Yeah, so he wasn't going to get one and swing for game there.
But I thought his opponent's life points was at 30-something hundred. I'm confused.
Yeah, but what's it called? Shining only gives it when you have banished hero monsters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not two-way street.
There you go. Say less. Yep. The light has been leached.
For me, the major difference just seems to be that Dex and Tengu just feel more complete and developed, but it's getting really annoying seeing everyone main 3 Thunder Kings. I mean, that's just the format, right? Where it's like, you know, there's staples in every format, and, you know, Thunder King answers a lot of questions, because, you know, if Thunder King's not in your deck, then all these decks are going to be running wild with you with Search-In and Inherent Summons.
Yeah,
you need that Thunder King to hold it down.
Thunder King is one of the absolute best cards in the format for sure. Also, shout out to Frozen Soul again for the $100. Just putting that out there. Shout out to the King Frozen Soul for the $100. So we're going to use that for some tournament. That's going to go into the pot for probably the next Unhinged Cup or whatever we call the next tournament. I've been changing the name every time, but we might do Unhinged Part 2 where it's like a different Unhinged rule. Yeah, I think like you said, for February, we're definitely doing something big. Going to do something big.
Mayberry. Fraser said he's not playing. At least that's what he told me.
I'm not playing in the 3v3 in format library.
I actually might be interested, Mayberry, if you want a team.
You know Mayberry?
Yeah, we used to talk a lot in the War League chat.
Okay.
When we're watching games and stuff like that. So, if you're looking for a teammate, Mayberry, let me know.
Frozen said, nah, y'all the kings. Thanks for the best retro Yugi channel, Frey. Oh, I appreciate that. I hope you guys have been enjoying the Tengu videos. We've been putting out some Tengu content. You know, getting you guys some good old Tengu content. And I got some more recorded that I'm going to put up as well throughout the next couple days and such. So check that out. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're here, you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing, right? Don't just be lurking. Okay, we got a spore summon.
A normality summon of spore.
Does he have the Book of Moon? Okay, he says that's fine. Oh, shit.
Now that hurts.
This card is so good in this format, by the way.
Yeah, this is the brain control of this format because of just how there's so many. The thing is, in this format, there's so many monsters that are not okay to give to your opponent. Not for just the fact of like the 1-star tuners to synchro with. Like if you just have a Scrap Dragon on the field as well randomly, like Scrap Dragon with like a mind control is also unhinged. In mirror matches, like agent mirror matches, like if you mind control like their Hyperion, like so many things can just go crazy with mind control in this format.
He says, what decks are your playstyle in Tengu? Tengu plants.
Now you better tell the goddamn
Tengu
truth.
Plants. Oh, Gravekeepers. I like Gravekeepers.
Yeah, there you go, bitch.
I mean, y'all saw my last video against Tango.
Yeah, there you go.
What else do I like? I like scraps. I have a soft spot in my heart because in real life, I played scraps a lot in like 2010 to 2011, but I never topped the tournament with it because I always played like a real deck for tournaments. But for my locals, I play scraps. I terrorize my locals all the time with scraps. Like I would just show up to locals like, all right, guys, I'm fresh off a YCS win. I'm playing scraps again. Hope y'all can beat me. Good luck, everybody else. But yeah, I like scraps. I like Tengu plants. I like... There's another deck I'm missing that I really do enjoy in this format, and I can't think of it right now. But yeah, those are the two that I'll say for now. Fraser, you were the main reason I decided to go through... No, I don't like TGs. You were the main reason I decided to go through with picking up Edison again. Thanks, brother. I'm glad that you like it, Jimmy. Jimmy 8 World, and I don't care. Yeah, Edison's amazing.
Enraged Peacock. Not they're all the same and I'm going to attack them. They are all the fucking same because they're all problems. All the face down monsters. They're goddamn problems.
Alright, it's 5-5, but life points are so goddamn low.
Yeah, being at 400 is kind of insane. And also this this Thunder King that got reborn is like...
Honest?
Yeah.
Oh, and then Miracle Fusion after. Okay, no Miracle Fusion after. That's fine. That works too, you know.
Probably just Hero Blast.
How many Tengus? Heavy Storm for game. Okay. So summon Spore attack for game? This is 400, right?
Yep.
I'm kidding.
That would be mean.
Yeah, that would be mean. Okay. The tables have turned. This is where, like, weirdly, Caius has played in this exact deck. And Caius for gaming. If we have to deal with Caius for game in this format too, I just don't know what to say.
At least you have a little bit more agency with Veiler. You can sack him out with the Veiler to stop the Caius for game.
And there we go. Gores is still alive and well in Tengu format. Okay.
Gores is even more crazy in Tengu format because there's 1-star tuners that are really good.
Yes, and this is probably why Hero Beat needs to be put down. Like, leave Hero Beat in what format is it? Edison. Leave Hero Beat in Edison format, guys. Leave it where you found it. You know. The
only thing I'll say about Hero Beat in Tengu format, the only thing that I'm a little lost on is that I feel like Hero Beat had something good going on with like playing Diva.
Okay, I need to
and they don't play Diva
because is Big James playing? Oh wait, he already lost. All right. OG. Oh wait, Damon. There we go. Let's get this one up.
Yeah, I wonder why Hero Beat players aren't playing Diva in this format, because it also makes Gachi Gachi. A single Diva can make Gachi Gachi, and that can be like a good turn 1 opener.
Is Diva at 3?
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't realize it yet. You know how long it took for Diva Hero Beat to come out, you know, in our format, in Edison format, so it could just be a case of that. Chaos Piper, X Saber, 6 Samurai. Favorite deck on every format is legal. And do you think any other retro formats will emerge in the near future, or is it Go Edison, Tango, and Hat? I like how you try to throw Hat in there, but no, I think it's Go Edison, Tango. I think Konami's aware of this Go Edison, Tango. Yeah, those are the three big ones. Obviously, you know, the longer we play Yu-Gi-Oh, the more retro formats are going to be played, right? That's just natural progression of life. How much I gotta pay to get Frey to play a Tengu match with dimensional Iados on camera? What the fuck is even... You have to send me a deck list of that, Frozen Soul. First of all, send me a deck list on Discord. I want to see what the hell dimensional Iados even is.
It's probably similar to that shit that we played, the stun deck that we played for the YouTube video. You remember where we were playing Iados and...
It has to be better, though, in Tengu format than what we played. We had such a fucking miserable time with that deck in Edison.
I mean, the only thing I would think is different is that it's playing duality.
Which is like a hell of a lot better, right? Immediately. Immediately.
Yep.
Diva is bad into Maxi and Valor, and Hero normally doesn't mind those cards. Yeah, Diva's bad into Maxi and Valor, but they all, like, Tour God is also bad into Maxi and Valor. It's like the best normal summon in the entire format.
Yeah, I think at the same time where like you're playing, if you're playing Hero Beat, and the difference of like that argument versus like if you were to transfer it to like Frogs, the reason why they don't play that much back row, and it's because that's how they function and they make Heavy Storm and MST dead. Frogs aren't limiting their power level to make those cards dead, and I feel like if they're not playing a card like Diva or something like that, or even Tour Guide, because when Cairo entered a Tengu playing tournament, he lost to Jaina, Fraser's teammate actually. They were playing Tour Guide in Hero Beat with
Hero Beat
BLS.
does play Tour Guide. Just FYI.
And I just feel like if you're purposely limiting the power of your deck to play around the hand traps.
Stan, can you find Jaina's deck? She won the tournament over Cairo, right? Can you find that real quick?
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're just limiting the power of your deck because you want to play around like hand traps, that seems kind of incorrect to do. I don't know.
Hero Beat has natural synergy with Tour God too, because it makes Levier, and Levier is insane.
Strato Search.
It gets another Strato Search. It also summons Alias back for Gemini Spark. You Miracle Fusion, you banish your heroes, and you Tour Guide them back. You also get to play BLS in your deck. So, yeah.
I'm gonna DM it to you right here.
I'm gonna open it up on stream. So this is Jaina's winning deck from July of last year, and as you can see, it's Hero Beat with Tour Guide. Look at that, and his deck is pretty good. Like, it actually, like I said, Levier is really insane. With, you know, Miracle Fusions and BLS banishing your guys and then summoning them back. Really strong interaction, but yeah, this list is pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't necessarily think that there's like a big plus argument for saying like you don't play Diva because of Maxi and Valor, because there's a strictly like powerful thing that you could be doing with Diva. And you even have better level 3 targets, Sea Serpents, to get, because Lost Blue Breaker or whatever, he's out. Right. He's like an MST on legs.
Yeah, that could be relevant too. You don't have to play Gilman anymore. You have like better targets for Diva in Tengu format.
I really like that you can make turn 1 Gotcha Gotcha, because he's actually pretty good in this format, like pretty much against every deck. Yeah,
you can go Gotcha Gotcha or Android or Catastrophe. Saying, you know, you can still do all the stuff from Edison format, but then you can also just add Gotcha Gotcha to the mix as well.
Yeah.
Because like turn 1 Android is still very strong.
Yep.
It's just like a lot of pressure.
Yeah, turn 1 Android, or even turn 1 Hyperion, Librarian rather.
I was about to say, whoa. Yeah, turn 1 Librarian. Yo, turn 1 Librarian against Tengu plants is kind of funny, because like, what do they do? It's like
Yeah,
you gotta
you have to Caius me, but any out that you do besides that gives me draws. Okay.
Yeah, it could be very interesting. A little meta game against them.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons to play Diva in the format, regardless of the hand traps. It feels bad to summon Diva, then they Veiler or Maxi. I mean, I feel like you could just replace the word Diva with Tour Guide because it's all the same stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I get the argument. If you summon Tour Guide, if you didn't draw your Sangan, you can end on Sangan if they Maxi you. But that doesn't even without being able to end on Sangan with Diva, like ending on 2 guys, they're not clearing both usually because one of the guys is bigger than Tour Guide. So like you're not going, okay, Maxi your Diva, then summon Tour Guide, clear both your guys because Lost Blue Breaker, what is he, 1400?
Yeah, I gotta look what he is.
Yeah, I know he's bigger than Tour Guide, right?
Yeah, he's 14.
Yeah. So you could stop on both. Like there's plenty of times where the Tour Guide summon has to get maxied, and you have to go Tour Guide, get Tour Guide, and just like, okay. It's the same thing with Diva if Diva gets caught.
Yeah. I think overall the biggest thing that I would be arguing is that I don't really believe that you should lower the overall like power level of the deck.
Yeah, it's not a good point because the whole format has Maxis and Veilers in it, and you wouldn't just like not play any deck that's going to special summon monsters because of Maxi and Veiler existing. Tengu playing special summons like 18 times in a turn, and is the best deck in the format. So it's like literally summons 18 times. All right, we got a
grindy duel here.
I guess this is the Iados Fisher deck.
Yep.
This is unhinged. This is unhinged. Unhinged. Let's see. 3 Iados, 3 Barbaros, 3 Endymions. Yeah, no, that is Chalice. That's definitely not Lance. 3 skill drains. This is skill drain deck. This is toxic, is what this is. And then like 3 duality. You probably could fit a Starlight Road in here too and say fuck it.
Yeah. You could say fuck it with a bucket.
What's going on in this game? Gravekeepers versus Hero B. Who wins this matchup? Stratos Effect. This is game 3.
It's a tough one to say because I feel like both of these decks, it's very hard to get like attacks going through. But I think both of these decks probably just lose if you ever have an established field.
Yeah, I can see that being a thing.
Whoever gets set up first. Also, Miracle Fusion just being a brick, like very often, is probably pretty problematic.
Frozen said it can do some nutty stuff. In game 2, you can swap out the macro for Bubble Beat stuff to kind of like trick them up. We love a good transformation side deck. Spy is really good in this matchup.
Yes.
Assuming no G-Spark. This is a matchup where Necro Valley, the longer it's on the field, the better, obviously, because of Miracle Fusion and Hero Blast being turned off. Is Hero Blast turned off? I think Hero Blast is turned off. That's so funny. One set Spy, walling off the field.
Oh yeah, that's another card, Hero Blast.
Yeah, I don't think you can play Hero Blast with Necro Valley on the field in this format.
No, you can't. Definitely cannot.
Okay, the GK player is walling up. And the
Reborn is unhinged.
Hero Beat is over here setting a lot of back row. I have no idea how this is going to end up.
More unfair than Brain Control.
Reborn is pretty good. Reborn is good because it's proactive too. You don't need your opponent's interaction for Monster Reborn. You could actually just do things on your own.
Yeah. That's probably the times that it's the most not okay. When you're just furthering your plays by yourself. You don't really care what they're doing.
Okay, Mans went bottomless on the Gravekeeper's Recruiter.
That's a good bottomless.
It is.
Because that card, as I was saying in the YouTube video, Little Frazier back with McCabe, hitting yourself is so broken, isn't it, buddy?
Don't you start. Don't you fucking start.
Wow. This guy has 1500 defense. That means he can get himself, can he?
Ooh, skill drain. Okay, but the Gravekeeper monsters are still bigger than the hero monsters.
Yeah.
So right now, this is really good for Gravekeepers.
How do you feel about Dark Hole?
I think Dark Hole is perfectly fine in the format. It's a very fair card in the format. I think Edison needs Dark Hole. Edison would be like a lot better with Dark Hole in it.
Yeah, it would give you more outs to like kind of ignorant fields where like people like synchro spam the Stardust or like Dark Arm Dragon and like set multiple things.
It would also give you something for going second against fucking Raiko and Hamster and shit like that.
Yep.
Frozen said, I got my first 4 to 500 player regional top with this deck because it poops on plants. Yeah, it looks very anti-plant. 3 D-Fisher, 3 skill drain, 3 macro. I would not want to play against that at all.
Yeah, that sounds like an absolute fucking nightmare.
Yeah, like more than GK.
Well, yeah, because at that point, like, now I can't play the game. At least with GK, I can, like, softly play the game and, like, put my stuff in the graveyard and use it as a resource for an explosive turn. If anything ever goes to the grave, I'm fucked.
I'm fucked. All right, so everything is going in the back row except skill drain now. We can safely assume that that's a spy because he searched spy with duality turns ago. Oh yes, Rite of Spirit. This card is so cracked.
This card is so good.
It is very, 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 very good. Rite of Spirit. Oh, he got a bigger GK too.
Yep.
All right.
21.
It's time for our mans to go down.
Something for me.
Bye, Stratos. Honest is in the graveyard too, so he could have killed Alias. Which, I'm gonna be honest, because of G-Spark, I probably would have killed Alias. Now that I'm looking at the graveyard and seeing that Honest is in the grave. But let's see if... Okay, no punish. Because if he drew G-Spark right there, like when G-Spark Knuckle Valley play Miracle Fusion, you are sick. Like, you're just very, very sick in the head at that point.
Yeah, that's possibly the worst. Ooh.
Thunder King, and...
I'm very surprised that even hit anything.
There's the Miracle Fusion. This is a nice 1-for-1. Another D prison.
He's just drawing these traps off the top.
Yeah, but it's like inevitabilities on the side of GK, I would say. The only problem is that I think that leaving this Alias here is a big mistake. Because it's just making more cards live. Like, again, if that's G-Spark right now, then that... I mean, that's probably not G-Spark because he would probably pop the Knuckle Valley and then, you know. But the second he draws G-Spark, you're going to be hitting yourself in the head that you got rid of a Stratos instead of Alias when Honest is in the grave.
Not hitting yourself in the head. Don't do that to your head.
Misplays, man. Misplays mean things. Yep, more traps. And the GK deck is low on monsters at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, GKs don't have many monsters, so this is becoming a little problematic. Like, you know what will blow this game out the water though? A Gravekeeper Steel.
Yeah, Steel is a good way to get it back.
It would just completely blow this game out the water. Like,
yeah, the biggest problem right now is that like Gary's trying to get some kind of like offense started to end this game, and the Hero B player, they're just runner, like opening, like setting down traps.
Yeah, literally drew like infinite traps back to back to back.
All right, triple. That was triple upstart that was just played. All in a row. Dueling Book is a funny land.
Dueling Book is funny because you know he drew all 3 of them back to back to back like that.
Was Wonder One, Rite of Spirit played much back then, coming from someone who didn't play at all at the time?
No, Wonder Wand Rite of Spirit was not played super heavy like it is now. The list, the 2023, 2024 GK list is different than it looked. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, GK wasn't very real in 2011. It just wasn't. Like, I sided, if you look at my old list, I sided Closed Forest. Like I just respected the deck a lot. Yeah, and this is where things get really bad.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I mean we know where this is going.
Yep.
This is going to be a lot of damage. And what's been used by Gary here? Has he used Dark Hole or anything like that? Oh God. Is that 2 of them?
It is 2 of them. I mean, so this set monster is likely a spy, which will slightly wall up.
Unless this is a Spark in the hand as the last card.
That would be hilarious. Oh, okay, Thunder King.
Damn, Thunder King wants to... He's the star of the show.
I'm a star, how can I not shine? Battle phase.
Battle phase.
What can spy summon here?
Effectively your best thing is to summon another spy, so you'll take a 32. So what's been used? We have Dark Hole at all?
Yeah, Dark Hole hasn't been played. He probably has it too. There's only 12 cards left in deck.
Yeah.
So
it's effectively pretty likely.
Ooh, maybe he doesn't. I would have slammed it.
Well,
He definitely doesn't have it. Okay, he's looking for it.
Looking for it. Yep. All right, that's all the drawing you're gonna do this time.
Okay, and that's game. All right, so that should be the conclusion of round 1. On to round 2. While we wait, I will put up some Edison.
Yep.
Let's see who I want to watch.
While we also wait, I'm gonna do a quick run to the corner store.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Do I recognize any of these people?
I'm just gonna mute.
All right, do that then. I don't know any of these people. I'm just gonna go to the top one then. Ooh, Dragon on Dragon Crime. Dragon on Dragon Crime. Okay, so round 2. Oh, round 2's already going up. Oh, I definitely want to see Crops versus Dom. Okay, let's start it. Alright, I'm gonna set a timer. We'll set a timer of 50 minutes. Just because this tournament is being run as Swiss. So, and I'm not trying to be here all night. The double elimination ones take forever, as you guys know. You still haven't started? Let me see. Unlimited, unrated. Oh, here we go. I'll wait for this one. I'll wait for this one. In the meantime, let me read some of this chat. I don't remember seeing much of that back in the time. Okay, what are we doing? How do you feel about Dark Hole? I definitely answered that one. Move this over. Was the one? Yeah, that wasn't really playing around with. I used this GK and people experimented with the one, but it was kind of expensive at the time. Okay. Tango does not smoke cigarettes. I don't think any of my friends smoke cigarettes. No, I think about that. I actually don't have any well, I can't say I don't have any. I probably do have Tengu cards because like some cards translate over. So all the Edison cards that I have, if they are playable in Tengu format, then I have those, right? So like I have a Hero Beat deck in Edison format. I have a Hero Beat deck in Tengu format technically. But like I didn't go and buy like a million Tour Guides and Reborn Tengus and Venuses and Earths and stuff like that. Like it's not that deep for me. Turn 1 Stratos. So we're seeing heroes tonight. We're definitely seeing the heroes come out tonight. Heroes live. They're good in so many formats. It's never like my kind of deck. Like I've never been a hero beat kind of guy. Like I'll play it, but not like I can never consider it to be like my deck of the format. Like hero beat will never be. It just I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you could do so much more fun stuff. But maybe it is. I mean, for people playing heroes is fun. I get it. It's just so vanilla. And like the deeper you go into Yu-Gi-Oh, the more you can do in Yu-Gi-Oh. So I just get bored of the idea of having to play like Summon 1900 vanilla, and I'm a whole year and a half after Edison format. It's like, bro. Yeah, Shining is nice. Alright. Got some heroes out here. The Bree Dragon, that's hilarious. The Bree walling the whole field is absolutely insane. The Bree's just casually like, nah, B. The Bree Dragon's at 1. Did you guys know that? So Dragon Turbo is actually playable in Tengu format, but the Bree Dragon's at 1, but you gain things like Dragon's Ravine, Dragoonity Phalanx, or however you say it. So you get Reborn, of course. You get Dark Hole instead of Lightning Vortex, even though there's merits to both of them. Like Lightning Vortex is good and Dark Hole's good. So you lose to the Bree Dragons in Dragon Turbo, but then you gain like Ravine and Flanks and Reborn, and probably some other stuff that I'm not aware of. But all the other cards like Red Eyes, Darkness Metal Dragons at 3. What else? Future Fusion's playable and it's not eroded yet or anything like that. Okay, Heavy Storm. Where's this going? Mind Control. Okay, that makes Utopia. See, look at that. Already, the Bree Dragon earning his keep. Just being a level 4. In this format, being a level 4 monster is so good. Just being a level 4. And sometimes it's bad, right? Because in this case, being a level 4 monster was bad for Alias. Bad for business. Where are the X-Sabers? I don't know if anyone's playing X-Sabers tonight. But what did they do to X-Sabers on the ban list? Let me look at the Tengu ban list. That's what I'm going to pull up. I want to pull up the Tengu ban list because I actually genuinely don't know like everything that is banned in Tengu format. Or like put the 1. So let's look at format library while they're over there playing. So are any X-Sabers? No X-Sabers are banned. Are any X-Sabers at 1? I don't see any X-Sabers at 1. I don't see any X-Saber traps at 1. I don't see any X-Sabers on the ban list at all. Am I missing something? So X-Sabers look like they're completely playable. They're just not played? Is that what's happening? Is it just like... are they just not played? Saber doesn't have cat. Damn, X-Sabers never got hit, they got power crap. Because I'm like, I never played X-Sabers in Tengu playing format, and I never played against someone using X-Sabers in Tengu playing format. Like, I've lived through this format, and I don't recall being X-Sabered. You guys are arguing about whether Dark Soul gets multiple searches or not. I can check on format library like Dark Soul. Okay, so here's the ruling. For Dark Soul and Tango format, this effect activates when it is sent to the graveyard, not during the end phase. If it leaves the graveyard and it is then sent there again in the same turn, you will search 2 cards that end phase. So this is the Tengu ruling right here. No more, you guys don't have to argue. You get multiple searches. You get multiple searches. Hero Blast. Hero Blast on a Sangan. Alright, so both players have 6 cards. They're even in card advantage. Not much life has been lost. Six Sams have 1 Xian. That's the problem with 6 Samurai. Like, if you look at this, Xian's at 1, so like if this guy gets warning, your deck is really bad. And warning's at 2, right? Semi-limited? Yeah, it's semi-limited. Yeah, I have to study this ban list. I genuinely, I mean, I was cursing Tango out thinking that he played 3 Book of Moons when we had our 1 video the other day. And apparently this card's at 1. I didn't even know. Black Wings is unplayable. Gale and Kaluta are at 1, so Black Wings is really fucked. Ooh, warning on a lone fire. What were the top 3 to 5 decks? The top 2 decks were Agents and Plants. In terms of a 3rd deck, like I don't really remember there being a 3rd deck, to be honest. If you look at the top cut of like most of the events during this time period, it is a lot of Tango and a lot of Plants. Maybe TGs. You might get a Karakuri here, like 1 Karakuri, 1 TG, something like that. But it is very heavy Agents and Tengu. TG stun is good in this format. Like, TG is not on a level of Agents and Plants, but is good. I might do a tier list for Tengu format. Do you guys want a tier list? Should I do a tier list? Oh, I like Piper. The Piper deck is fun. Dark World is not... The graph is not out for this format. Just by the way. This is like before graph. Or graph, I'm saying graph. Graph is not out. He comes out like literally the next month or something like that. In October, because I know he's legal for YCS Columbus. Who brought up Wilson Sang? Yeah, YCS Columbus is like a different format because Konami specifically says September 2011 and they're locking it to that 1 month. So when they say Edison format, they say April 2010. They're locking it to that 1 month period. Which changes like what's playable. Because if you say Tengu format, then you mean the entire thing, which includes like Dino Rabbit and stuff, because Dino Rabbit came at the end. All right, where are we at? So Dom is up in cards by a little bit. Oh, what's that? Is that a subscriber? Hey, Ryan Walton, thank you for subscribing, buddy. We appreciate the sub. All right, one of my favorite things to do in this deck is play Pot of Avarice while you have this on the field, and then like you put the Tengus back, and then you synchro and you get another Tengu, and it's like, hey, my Tengu train's still going. It's a very good thing that Pot of Avarice is at 1. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, Konami got that right. Because this shit would not be fun. Or it would be fun for some people. Oh, that's another card that Dragon Turbo lost a copy of. They lost a copy of Pot of Avarice, but they still have stones. So, and some Dragon Turbo decks, if I'm not mistaken, they just play 1 Pot of Avarice anyway. I have to ask Hydro Pump, but I'm pretty sure Dragon Turbo plays like 1 one copy. I think I can just check on format library. Decks. Dragon Turbo. So Ghost Rider's 5th place deck. Let's look at this one. He played 1 pot Avarice. Okay, so the 1 pot Avarice doesn't actually hurt. It doesn't actually hurt Dragon Turbo in Tengu format. Because it doesn't hurt them in Edison format. Ooh, spicy. Spicy. Banish the Lone Fire Blossom, summon Spores, a level 4 tuner. Making Scrap Dragon or Stardust Dragon. By the way, Scrap Dragon is one of my favorite synchros of all time. Like, I love this card. Or, you know, if he summons it. Okay, he's going Stardust. I'm just so tired of seeing Stardust, but I get it. He has a back row to protect and all that. You know, he has a life to live, a family to feed. Okay, so we do have Miracle Fusion for Absolute Zero here. We also have Miracle Fusion for Shining too, actually. Now that I look at it. Damn, you can Miracle Fusion for anything. Which, it would just be Shining right here, because... yeah, Shining is superior in this situation. I like that he's playing Snowman Eater in the deck, though, because that gives you the option to do Absolute Zero in case you need to. And he said, absolutely not. I'm going to warning that. You need to have multiples. Alright, seeing as how he's not slamming another Miracle Fusion, I would assume he doesn't have a second one, which, you know. If Edison had Scrap Dragon, I think that plant decks would be a lot better. Like, I think that Quick Draw deck without Quick Draw, though, would be, like, really good. Because Debris at 3. So Scrap Dragon is just coming out every game multiple times, which is unhinged. Also, the One Honest makes me sick. Like, because this card went from being a card that you can expect in Edison, so you kind of play around it as best you can. But in this format, because it's at 1, it's another one of those cards you can't really play around. You just have to hope they don't have it. Oh, Veiler on Tour Guide. Ooh. That sucks. Alright, set a back row. Was your GK top during this format? No. My GK top was a year before this format. Oh, man. Yeah, my GK top was a year before this. My GK top has, is there something unhinged in that deck? Oh, 3 Book of Moons was legal. And Book of Moon's at 1 in this format right here, Tango format. But when I won, Book of Moon was at 3. Warning was at 3. I think we only played 2 of it. GK is Insane versus Plants and Agents, which are the 2 best decks in the format. Ooh, Tengu Highlander sounds fun, enraged. Mr. D. Lopez says, not a GK top, a GK win. Thank you for correcting. Econ take. I will take no damage this turn. Okay, so they're both at 3 cards. The situation is dire. Dom needs an answer right now. Every good turn starts with Avarice. Okay, or Scoop. Or just Scoop. What is happening? I bought 3 structure deck Merrick and copy your list. I forgot Merrick had a structure deck. Jake, Sangan does not search when it's detached. That was literally for 1 month in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, and that was Indianapolis of 2011. There's really 1 tournament, to be honest. Yeah, Sangan does not search in this format if you detach. Honestly, if that were the case, this format would be fucking awful. Like, straight up. Searching max C turn 1 and stuff like that would be so bad for the game. It would be so bad. Thunder King turn 1 against heroes actually is pretty good because they play a lot of searchers. What's Rhoda at? Is Rhoda at 1 still? Rhoda is still at 1. Is anything else noteworthy? So anything noteworthy at 1? Lone Fire is at 1 now. Bestiary is still at 1. They could have put Bestiary to 2 in this format. It would not have done a single thing. They were just being mean. They really didn't want people to play GBs anymore. Christie is at 2. Future Fusion. Okay. Well, while he resolves that, I'm going to go back to the ban list. Card Trooper's at 2. Now that's actually interesting. Card Trooper's at 2 in this format, which is a good answer to Thunder King. Call's at 2. Mind Crush is at 2. So here's some spice. Tragodia, Mind Crush, Call, Card Trooper, and Gardner are all at 2. Yeah, that's pretty decent. And then MST at 3 is probably the biggest change, to be honest. Like 3 MSTs makes MST a consistent card that you see. Also notice that Skill Drain's not on the ban list anywhere, so it's at 3 in this format. But yeah. Yeah, it's a very interesting format. A Hero Lives is at 3, I think. It's funny because isn't Vayu Turbo completely playable in this format? Like, obviously it's not, you know, the same level as it is in Edison format, but I don't see any of their cards gone. Like, they didn't lose. I don't think they lost any cards. Like, I don't think Vayu Turbo lost a single card. Unless I'm missing something. They lost Brain Control. Yeah, no, Vayu Turbo, I mean, Oppression, but like, some people don't even play that right now. So this isn't really, yeah, Oppression's banned, but like, let me check how much time is left in a round. Okay. It's not a bad deck, but it's just not as well positioned. I think there's one on this website. Let me check. Decks. Oh, what's happening? Reborn. Okay, he's playing Monster Reborn. Turbo. Oh look, here goes some. So Samu got 5th place here, and let me just see what this is. Okay, so here's Value Turbo updated for. I just want to check to make sure nothing crazy is happening. Here is it updated for this format. Double Chaos Sorcerer and BLS. Also Global, which is an insane mill. Not utilizing Necro Gardeners. I get it though. Only 1 Armageddonite. Playing Duality. Only 2 Raikos. So it's pretty different. The idea is the same, but it's very different. I think the bigger issue is probably this guy isn't as big of a deal in this format, right? Like in this particular format, summoning your 2300 vanilla is probably not like the fantasy. Like an Edison summoning Arm Wing for free is like, oh shit, it's a 2300 vanilla. In Tengu format, it's like, okay, it's a 2300 vanilla. You know, it's kind of like that difference. It's like the Saitama face, like, okay. Mystic Tomato says, anyone know how often he does these online locals? Well, if you're in the IMNerd podcast Discord server, I usually do them on Friday nights, but I also randomly do them whenever I just have free time and I'm bored. So they could happen at any point, honestly. Like it's Thursday night and I just was like, hey, I got some free time. And I felt like doing a Tengu locals because I've been doing Tengu content lately and people seem to be really into it. So I figure why not, right? Give the people what they want. Let me... Yeah, you guys can definitely expect some more Tengu content, so subscribe if you want more Tengu. Tengus. Yes, so Mystic Tomato, both of the things you just said are correct. Do we need to be on the Discord server to join? Yes. Every online Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, no matter who's hosting it, whether that's me, the IMNerd podcast, or Keegan with E3 Yu-Gi-Oh, or Format Library, Jazz, or edisonformat.com, no matter which one, you have to be in that respective Discord server to play any tournament. That is just true across the board. And then to gain access to the IMNerd podcast Discord server, you do have to go through our Patreon. No exceptions to that. No exceptions to that. You should do deck explanations for each archetype. Zach, I will do that. And there's a link to our Patreon in the description of this live stream, I'm pretty sure. It's usually in the description of all of the... Yeah, it's in the description. Also, if you guys don't mind, please like the stream. It helps us out. Helps out the channel. Please give it a like. There are almost 100 people watching tonight. Oh, Royal Decree. Royal Decree. Now that's a card of all time right there. Frozen, what do you mean? All the money I throw and I still haven't gotten main character tier. Is that what you mean? Frozen, I'm not even sure. I don't even know what tier you're in on the Patreon. Solemn judgment on the decree. Okay. I mean, protecting 4 back row is very necessary, so I'm not surprised that he would like solemn that. I would solemn that. There are 4 traps here. Or 3 traps, 1 spell. Yeah, Value Turbo's not unplayable. It definitely is not unplayable, right? We just saw a list. It's not an unplayable deck. It's just kind of like, why though? Like, why are you playing this? Because let's see how many people are in this tournament. Let's just check. This tournament was 38 players. So okay, so the finals was Tengu Plant Mirror Match. It was a Tengu Plant Mirror Match. Yeah, the finals was a Tengu Plant Mirror Match. Actually, oh my god, the entire top 4 is Tengu plants. The entire top
Tengu
4.
Go.
The entire top 4 is Tengu plants. And people try to say that Tengu plants aren't like the deck in this format, and I think it's kind of hilarious because the format is fucking called Tengu. But you know, this is very telling. When did this tournament happen? This tournament was like 2 weeks ago. And then we have X-Saber, so if you guys want to see an X-Saber deck list. Meanwhile, what's happening over here?
You know what happens when your Tengu gets Solemn Warning, Fraser?
What happens?
You can counteract it if you just sing, "Let my Tengu go."
Not let my Tengu go.
Yep.
Okay, so
where are we at in the bracket?
We're in round 2. And OG's playing Edison Club, and this match is happening as well. So we're waiting on these 2 to finish. Agents is not better than Tengu plants. That is just false. And I'm standing on that.
Standing on business?
I'm standing on it. I'm here to not lie to the community. I have no incentive to lie to you guys. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm not a real competitive player anymore in terms of like I don't travel to YCSs to play in the main event. I don't play Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And Retro Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just strictly a side event type of thing, right? So I'm being very truthful, and I'm not going to lie to you. Agents is not better in any way than Tengu plants. That is a blatant lie. This format is not called Agent format. It's not called Chaos Agent format. It's not even called Tengu Agent format. It's called Tengu format, and that is for a reason. Agents is a good deck for sure, but it is not the best deck or better than Tengu by any stretch of the imagination. Anyone telling you otherwise is lying. They are straight up lying to you.
You know, if Fraser was trying to hurt you, he would say, "Yeah, you know, agents."
Edison
yeah,
was
really
never called quick draw format ever. That is a lie. That never happened. That is a blatant lie. There was never a time where somebody called Edison format quick draw format.
I would say for a time, or maybe even still now, for legacy reasons, like Dandelion is like the face of Edison format because he's like iconic in the format. But
yeah, but it's just factually incorrect to say that it was called quick draw format. I've lived through all these formats, so you can't lie to me. Like I'm old. I'm an old man. I've played every single one of these formats, and that just never happened.
The only format that he could have been tricked on is one called hat format. But
yeah.
he soon learned. He soon learned very quickly.
Oh, torrential here. So Shining gets its effect, right? This thing can't miss timing. This is when they stopped making cards that miss timing.
No, this can miss timing.
Oh, it can.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a win optional effect.
Okay, that's good. But I guess here it's not going to because the only thing on the chain was torrential, right? Like, how did this resolve?
I missed it exactly, but he didn't get his materials unless he only Did he only have one banished?
Oh, I guess, yeah, I don't know what's banished. Oh, this got summoned off of Future Fusion, probably. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, because it was Send and Dimion and Alias, it looks like.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Edison format was always called Edison format. It was never called Quick Draw ever. That's not a thing. Even with Quick Draw winning the event, people still were like, no, this is Edison. Like, because it wasn't even a format of mirror matches. Like, the format didn't, first of all, the format didn't last long. It was one event. So there's that. Oh my god, pot off the top.
Yep. That's a good top deck in this deck.
Yeah, pot averages at 1. So when you see your opponent play it, you're just kind of sad.
Well, Book of Moon is at 3.
I thought
To some people.
I thought so.
To some people it is.
I thought it was, man. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
The thing about Tengu and Pot of Avarice, like, getting rid of like one train of Tengus is like kind of hard. But like when Avarice puts them all back, you're just like, ah shit. Ah shit.
Be present on the Thunder King. So all the traps. Oh, Forbidden Lance. That card. When's the last time y'all saw that card? It's really good against this.
It's fucking amazing against this.
Yeah.
That's unhinged.
Actually, Lance is amazing against TGs too, because they play like Horn of the Phantom Beast, and that card ruins that. They like, you know, target their guy and damage that, and you're like, okay, I'll also target your guy.
because Lance can modify. Yeah. Wow.
Yep. So they just lose out. Also, what's crazy is that Lance, so their monster would gain 800 with Horn of the Phantom Beast. Lance not only negates the gain 800, but it also lowers the monster by 800 too, on top of everything else. So it does a lot of stuff against Horn of the Phantom Beast. Like, it ruins Horn of the Phantom Beast.
Bro, how the fuck is Plants winning this game? Luke, you know exactly how Plants is winning this game, bro.
Well, he just top deck ever, so there's that, right? Like, that's the
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Luke
Luke probably came in after that. Disrespectful. Also, this is problematic. The one honest here, when life points are at 300.
Oh yeah, things are going to get decided very easily. But this is a Snowman Eater in attack.
Librarians are banished. Is return legal? Oh, he has game.
It is, actually.
He has game. Okay, I still think he has game. Unless there's a Veiler, which would be very surprising to tour guy. Yup. I saw it coming. Does he have the Veiler? He does
Leviair.
not. You could play around Gores by just summoning Leviathan Dragon.
Yeah, Leviathan Dragon.
Yeah. Because you'd be so mad at yourself if he had Gores and you summoned Thunder King back and attacked, and then, like, you just lose. So he's not fucking around. We're going to game 3.
I actually meant to say Leviathan, but I always say
exactly. There you go. That's why you do not listen to Stengo.
You know, I was explaining what I meant to say.
Uh-huh.
And then he wants
You're
to go off, like,
this is you right now.
Push one in the chat if you want to go to Fraser's house and burn it down. Because I'm about to do that. Right, I know where he lives. So, like, I'll see y'all there.
This is you scrambling right now.
I'm just telling you, I know where he lives, and I'll see y'all there.
Do y'all hear him?
T minus 3 hours. T minus 3 hours. I'm dropping the Addy, and I'm going down to burn his house. And I hope you guys bring the kerosene,
the pitchforks. They just line up with pitchforks outside of my house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
I hope that guy that you made rage during Frog FTK is there with me too.
He would be the first person in line.
I've been waiting for my lick back.
Not for my fucking lick back. All right, how much time is left though? Oh, and Rage, I see you sent something. Give me a sec. I gotta check how much time is left. What? Damn it. Is the bot not going to respond to me?
I wonder if Format Library and the bot are intertwined, because Format Library is currently down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't get on it.
Oh, so if I refresh one of these pages, you're saying it's going to just, like, not work?
Yeah, it won't work.
Well,
least for
Jazz owns both, right? I think. So you probably
Yeah.
are right. Yeah, no, you're probably right.
Maybe the bot operates off the same server. I have no idea. I don't really know how Discord bots work.
Me either.
I don't know if they're hosted by servers or if the Discord API like.
Yeah, I'm not a
handles all that.
botmatician, but there are so.
If you were to make a Yu-Gi-Oh card named Botmatician, what would its effect be?
I'll tell you 1 second. So there should be 9 minutes left. There are 9 minutes left.
Oh, that's kind of short for this kind of matchup. You're doing modern time rules?
No. It's not that deep. I'm just gonna do. They both get like 2 turns each, which is what I think the time rules actually were at that time. So 0, 1, 2, 3 vibe.
Mm-hmm. Call to hunt it for Cyber Dragon. Cyber.
Okay.
Oh, he said I'm not afraid. Eminem. I'm not afraid of your future fusion.
I'm not Nick says, you ever get into Goat? No. Goat is not. That's not the format for me. It's just too far back. Like that shit is just boring to me. I'm good on that. You guys know how much I hate setting monsters, right? Like you guys hear me complain about setting monsters all the time. Well, that is Goat format. Like that's the format.
Yeah. That format's definitely the quintessential setting monsters format.
Yes. I'd rather watch paint dry than play Goats, like in all seriousness. That was a very good turn. He cracked over the alias and banished the future fusion.
Yep.
Also, last game. Now this tournament isn't like it's it's a local, right? So it's very casual. But on the last game ended with Beats showing that he had gores. And if this were like a bigger tournament or for more stakes, I would definitely not have done that.
Right.
Because it's not guaranteed that you're playing gores in your deck that's set 5 back row.
Yep. That's a relatively new tech in Edison for Hero Beat to be playing gores.
Yeah, that's like a last year thing.
Mm-hmm. How many players attending local? I think you got what, like 7 to 9?
Yeah, it's like a little 8-man.
8-man, yeah.
And then he says, what do you say? Got plans on hosting bigger events for Tango. Not immediately. Maybe one day. Who knows? It depends on how many people in my server actually want to play Tengu format. This is the first tournament we've ever thrown for Tengu format. But yeah, we will see if people like it. If they want to, the cool thing is that we can switch between Edison and Tengu format, whenever. Okay, pitching his Gores, which makes sense because that Call of Hornet is stuck there. So Gores has no value this game. So you might as well turn your nothing into something.
I imagine Glow Bulb is coming off of this if it goes through, which it is not.
Now I'm curious though, I actually don't know what the play was going to be if this did resolve. Like I'm wondering.
Ooh.
Okay, I guess I'm about to find the fuck out.
Yeah, you're about to fuck around and find out. I think it's Glow Bulb. That's the
Glow
only thing
Bulb
that
to make
makes
Scrap
sense.
Dragon? I guess it's just Scrap Dragon here. I don't know. I'm actually curious to see where this is going.
Scrap Dragon's sensible.
Like I said, that Call of Hornet is just dead.
Yep. Mel Dandy?
That would have been so
Imagine.
unhinged.
That would have been really bad. That actually would be Trishula. Can you believe that would be Trishula?
Shut up, Stango.
Can you believe though?
Asking me, can I believe?
Wow, the Scrap Dragon getting rid of the snowman. Beast Beats is probably sitting here with like rotas and e-calls in his hand right now. Just absolutely drowning.
Not drowning. Alright, here's where the gores from last game comes into play. It's like, does he have it? Because if he has it, you lose. But if he doesn't have it, you probably win.
Yeah, because honestly, I would say right now, like, with the position that Dom is in, like, it probably, if he didn't know that Gores was in the deck, he'd probably swing pretty much no question.
Right.
Because, like, Dark Hole and a summon is, like, almost lights out in a sense.
Oh,
but now he's got to consider.
That's really good. That's really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, he needs defense for it to be great, which is
Hero Blast would be the best
card.
card. If he has Hero Blast plus Grandma, that'd be insane. Oh, here it goes again.
Oh my god.
Here it goes again. Exactly 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, return all.
Wow.
Pot of Avarice, ladies and gentlemen. Pot of Avarice.
I mean, if this hits an MST, it's game. MST and a monster or something.
Yeah, MST heavy. Oh, MST. Oh, MST's at 3. I was gonna say MST's in the graveyard. MST is at 3.
Yeah, you were about to say some line shit.
I was about to see. I'm still Edison minded. Forgive me.
Yep, definitely Edison pilled. We all are. The depth of this format is definitely super underexplored.
Yeah.
Okay, no action at all. Oh, the bluff. GG. All right.
Okay. Is that everybody? So let's see. I think OG might still be playing.
No brain in this format? Yes, brain control is banned in Tengu format.
But don't be deceived because
Econ's still at 3 and there's plenty of ways to make it pretty much brain control with upside. And mind control is also unhinged because there's actually more monsters.
The bot might be down, that's right. Because that format library is down at the moment. Let's see if format library is still down. It's interesting that they are literally connected like that, but I can just do this. So I can just I can manually do the bracket. So Itachi one.
But yeah, mind control is even better in this format because there's more monsters in this format that are solely good by itself with mind control. Like you have Scrap Dragon, you have Hyperion. You have a lot of different tuners in this format. You have 1-star tuners in this format, so like you can make a synchro pretty much with literally any monster. Mind control is even good against Gores because that can make a level 8 synchro with a 1-star tuner. Mind control is very, very versatile. BLS can banish some stuff. Yep, that's a great point. BLS and Chaos Sorcerer, because like those are cards that definitely get played in this format because the lights and darks are really powerful. XYZ, yep, we're just adding more and more on top of it. In our game that me and Frazier played, actually, the Gravekeeper one, I summoned a debris with nothing, and I mind controlled him, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I don't really know what's. Oh, it's a level 4 monster. Like the level 4-ness made Utopia. It's all really relevant stuff."
Yeah, Exceed changed the game for sure.
What do I think of BLS being legal? I actually like BLS being legal in this format. It's very, very strong, but the reason why I like it is that I feel like it gives more decks and like an option for a good boss monster. Where it's like some decks kind of feel like Hero Beat, for example, can never play Dark Arm Dragon, but Hero Beat can play BLS. So like that's one thing I would say. Like, if the deck by itself does not have a really good archetypal, like...
Did my first messages not go through?
Who knows?
I typed, do you mind sharing his hand for the stream? Or for the chat/stream. And then the only thing that showed up was /stream. Like, they didn't even put the first message on at all. It was wild.
Yep. Frazier, what do you think of BLS?
Didn't he just ask that question?
Well, he wants to know specifically what you think about BLS.
Okay, but that's fucking rude. So, what's Tango said? It is rude.
I think also if you were listening, Frazier pretty much like agreed with what I said. It's kind of like the same point.
Okay, well, tough shit. You're not gonna always hear from both of us. Don't piss me off. Also, like, yeah, we're just gonna give you a nice little, let's do that. Way too many fucking comments. Like, why are there like 10 messages from the same exact person? You can go. Goodbye. Okay, where are we at? So he has MST Heavy, Foolish, BLS, Zephyros. Oh yeah, Zephyros is in this format. Now that is insane.
Yep. Also, I didn't even realize Connie was in the chat. I just saw her message. Hello, Connie.
Is that Kenny's
Howdy.
Connie? That's Kenny's girl?
Yeah.
Hey, Connie.
I'm assuming.
Every time I see Connie, I'm always thinking like it can't be her. And then it just ends up being her every time. Like it just ends up being her literally every time.
Yep. Yep. Torguy just making a 2500 monster out of nowhere is just like
2500, then 3000, or an 1800 that summons a guy back for more damage than a 3000 could ever be.
Yeah.
Thunder King? This is when he drops his Thunder King?
Is Roach in this format? Yes, he is. Yep.
Ooh, this turn's gonna be pretty sick, right? Because he has oh no, wait, he returned the Jump Synchron, so he doesn't have that anymore. So where's this going? Okay, Glow Bolt with Zephyros. Okay, there's something. And if he mills the right attribute, this could be a nuts turn. This could be a nuts turn if he mills the right attribute. And Dom doesn't have Maxi. Dom has Maxi.
Oh, he does have Maxi. That's a Maxi that hurts too, because you're already behind on the play.
Yes. What did he end up milling? He ended up milling.
We can just make Catasta here and kill the 25.
He needed to mill a light monster.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. He needed to mill a light monster.
Steel Swarm Roach was on the raid against Tango Plant. Yeah, I imagine it's pretty good. I mean, T-King crashes into it, but other than that, there doesn't seem to be that many things that are that great. Also, we got an enemy controller doing ridiculous things again.
Let him cook. Shadow Dragon says, I remember Roach wasn't summoned a lot since it's only 1900 at the cost of 2 level 4s, and on top of that, it can only negate inherent summons just like Thunder King, Black Horn of Heaven. That is actually true. A lot of players had one slot in their extra deck for one more card, and it often was a choice between like Steel Swarm Roach or Decisive Armor or something like that. And yeah, Roach definitely did not see a lot of play. In theory, it's good against agents. In theory. But they have to be down kind of bad for it to be good against them. Like, they kind of already have to be in a bad spot. So, it's awkward.
Also, at the same time, it's not even guaranteed that your Roach effect is going to stop their summon. They can just herald your bum ass.
Yeah, I mean, if they have all that, then... You know, congratulations, but I get what you're saying. No, they could potentially just like run through the Roach too.
Yep.
But I think more importantly is that deck has outs to it with just summoning Venus, summoning Jupiter, because the Venus is making Gachi Gachi out it, Jupiter banishing out it, What else? What else?
TK
Most of them play Thunder King.
Crash.
Yeah, TK Crash always is a thing. Some agent builds, I don't know if you guys have been seeing it, but they play Card Trooper, which is awful if, you know, Roach is out.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that would be awful. You put two level fours.
That feels abysmal.
Yeah. You just get cooked.
Well, that was a pretty good game for Dom.
Yeah, no. Everything that, like, I think it just flowed perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Things just flowed.
He dust shooted him when, like, his hand was very, very limited on things he could do.
Yep. Oh, that would have been good to have. Like, I guess he could still have it with Reborn, but that would have been good to have as an answer.
Book a moon since it's at 3.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yep, it is at 3.
Oh, God. Oh, wait.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
That's the one I wanted.
You were so mad.
I was.
You were just like,
mad
"Why
at
are you playing 3 book in your Tengu?"
I said your deck. I was like, your Tengu's deck fucking fake. It's like you're playing the fakest Tengu deck I've ever seen. I was so mad at you.
Look at those ugly ass plant tokens he just summoned. I don't like those.
Shadow Dragon, you're right. Jupiter jumping at 2600 is a good number to jump to. Stardust, Shien, Absolute Zero for if that's a thing. Evil Swarm, Ophion, like you said. Yeah, Jupiter is actually just like good. Ooh, okay. The only thing with this is that there's Thunder King on the field, so this can't get like too crazy. Like it can only be as much as he allows. Like where he stops it, I don't know. Okay, he said the draw is fine. I might have negated that.
I may be a novice here, but it feels like the draw shouldn't have been fine. But
yeah, I don't like it personally. But Dom, we don't know his back row, we don't know his hand, so I'm gonna let him cook. But I definitely would have negated that with the information I just see in front of me. Just
yeah, it feels like very often that gets stopped. But we shall see.
Econ take Thunder King. Okay.
Ooh, Doppel Warrior.
This card is broken.
Yeah, this card created hand loops in Infernoble, right?
It created hand loops in Infernoble, but it also created broken combos in this format as well. This is a deck that like Maxi ruins it. Like this is one of those decks that's like, if you don't have Maxi, they can do the world to you. Dom clearly doesn't have Maxi. He does have a Thunder King though, but like I don't know if one Thunder King is going to stop what's about to happen.
Yeah, especially with Doppel Warrior and already 2 tuners, 3 tuners even, because he has a glow bulb that I don't think has been used. So
right.
like, I think we're going for an all-star run here.
Yeah.
Was Quasar legal? Quasar is in this format.
Is this still down?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, it came up.
There's a... Maybe... Is it working now? Is the question.
No, I'm on.
Okay. Are you able to search?
Yeah, I'm on.
Because I'm trying to... Did I type in agents? I don't think it worked.
Is that not how this card is spelled?
Or is it just agent? Yeah, it's not searching for me. Maybe
Let me type in agent. Yeah, it's working for me.
Okay, mine is just shitting the bed. Okay, wait.
Close the tab, reopen maybe.
Yeah. Because the website is loading itself, but
Quasar's not allowed. Let me see. Let's see, when's it come out? Oh, yep. It's March 12th. March 2012. You're right.
Oh, there's the Reborn I brought up earlier. Ooh.
Yeah, honestly, when you said that, I was like, I think he just wanted the trooper to give him a draw, and then he was going to Reborn it back later.
So where's his turn going? Dom has done a good job of protecting himself with Thunder
Yeah, and
King summoned twice.
he still has the Thunder King, yeah, because of Call to Haunted.
Yep. Where does this go? 107 people watching tonight. People must be excited for Tengu format. Are you going to the 3v3 is the question. Are people going to the Vegas 3v3? And if so, which format are you looking forward to playing? Are you looking forward to play Goats, Edison, or Tengu format? Just curious. Okay. How long have we been watching J Coop do nothing? Alright, I'm gonna have to step in. He's definitely taking way too long. I asked to be on your team, you declined. Saying, I don't know you.
He declined a lot of people.
I did. That's a fact. I have DMs to prove it.
So what happens to Doppel effect when the synchro gets negated?
That's a good question. I actually do not know.
Because he specifically summons tokens when he's used for a synchro summon.
It says for synchro material.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can look it up on Format Library. Why don't you check?
Yeah, let's see.
Since my Format Library is not working still, by the way, this website is not functioning for me.
That's
maybe
weird.
maybe it's this
All
tab. It could be the tab. Let me try Format Library that way. Okay, maybe it's working if I do it this way. But when I type in agents in the search bar, it's like not doing anything. I don't fucking know what's going on.
So it says generic rulings and it has parentheses forum. So I guess this is like a roughly unverified ruling. But
Okay.
it does say if the synchro summon is not successful, the effect of Doppel Warrior will not activate.
I guess that's how it works. I mean, honestly, I can see it being ruled a lit. Ooh, Carju with Milling Dandelion. I can see it being ruled either way, but whatever way they say is fine with me.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that way it's ruled actually kind of makes sense to me because like, how can a card be used as synchro material if the synchro never is made?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like that synchro doesn't technically it didn't exist, right? It didn't actually exist.
Yeah. Because like sending the cards to the grave is like the cost of doing the summoning, but like, I don't know. It's an interesting interaction for sure, though. I would say, considering the fact that he didn't try to make tokens, he already knows about this.
Why did this get so unhinged? Do you see this?
I was kind of looking away, and I kept seeing a lot of... Oh, did he Monster Reborn? Oh, what? Oh, no. Oh, he's on crack.
Here we go with this shit
He
again.
What happened? He mind controlled it? Yeah, he mind controlled it. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Mind control is fucking too much in this format. Mind control does too goddamn much. Maybe you'll hit me up? Yeah, sure, man. That sounds fun. I'd be totally down to do the event with you. You're a good player. And,
Yo, Nylon has such a cool idea. I don't know if it's actually good, but I love the idea is that all three players play Gravekeepers in different formats, and they all have different Necro Valleys.
Oh my god. That actually does sound fun just for the memes of it.
Yeah, that sounds so fucking awesome. Like, even though it's obviously not, you know, the best strategy, but it's like, that just sounds so cool.
I think for just the pure, like...
The meme of it all?
Yeah, like, for the pure, like, spirit of it, it actually sounds really fun.
If there's a team of people who are just, like, content creators or something, I think that'd be, like, a fantastic idea for them to do.
Yep.
Like, people who don't care, like, they're not trying to really win the event, they're just there to have fun.
Yep.
That would be, like, a really cool idea to have 3 different Gravekeeper
Razor's
decks.
giving away the content idea, because he's going there to win. But if so,
Yeah.
but if there's a trio that wants some clicks, that's a good way to get clicks.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It would be so cool to get like a screen, you know, somebody take a picture of like the 3 players and they all have Necro Valley, they all have like spies and shit.
What if they actually buy the copies of their era as well?
That's what I'm saying. I
So
would have the Necro Valley that is relevant for my
format.
you know, my format that I'm playing.
And what? It's it's Goat formats 2005, Edison's 2010, and
Oh,
Tango's
God.
2011. So right there you got yeah, freaking what is that? That's 6 years of Necro Valley. That'd be like the title name.
Right.
Protector of the Tombs.
Honest. I love this format because Thunder King is so good. Like I said, I like to see an IMNerd vlog. Yeah, I don't think I can do a vlog because I plan to get like intoxicated when I'm in Vegas because it's Vegas. So you guys probably don't want to see that, like me just stumbling around Vegas, because I'm there for 5 days. The Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is 2 of those days. The other 3 days are unhinged. I'm talking about strippers and whores. Okay, strippers and whores. I was going to make a reference to The Hangover, which I believe is like strippers and cocaine, but I don't actually do hard drugs, so can't relate. What were you about to say, Tango?
I was gonna say, and Fraser's hoping that both of those things are the same people. He's hoping the strippers are whores.
Oh God, it wouldn't be the IMNerd podcast if it didn't get a little unhinged, right?
Yep.
Also, by the way, our newest episode of the podcast has Simo featured as a guest, and it is honestly one of the best episodes we've ever done. Not just because of Simo, but because he genuinely gives off a lot of good nuggets, I think, for people in career development or like looking to develop their careers in life. I think he dropped a lot of golden nuggets in that episode of the podcast. So definitely check out the newest episode of the IMNerd podcast on like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
I was walking to the corner store. I threw on my AirPods and I was listening to the very beginning of the episode.
Oh yeah, we heard the intro that we did.
Well, I heard the intro, but I also I heard Simo call his like old video self Carpat.
Oh yes, with his hair.
That was so fucking funny.
Did you ever see old Simo's videos?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh Jesus! Holy moly! Moly God!
Oh my Lord! Why so serious?
Yeah, that's too serious. Even for me.
Let's put a smile on that face. I don't know if that's enough. I just feel like that one Veiler isn't enough.
Yeah, not with Zephyros, because I'm pretty certain he has another Light in the Dark in there.
I just don't know if that Veiler was enough. Okay.
Sean B says, Vegas is basically going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Endgame. Portals are going to open up and we're going to see people you never imagined from the past.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. Yeah, I'm actually excited for Vegas because I haven't been since 2021 when my friend got married. And we had a fantastic 4 days in Vegas. This time I'm going for 5 days. 5 might be like 1 day too many, but it'll be fine because the Yu-Gi-Oh! Days kind of just like... Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes up the entire day, basically. You get up early, you show up to the event, you're there because, you know, events take forever. So you're there the entire day. The only thing you can do afterwards is like go out to eat. And if you're really unhinged, maybe you can go out to eat and then like go out to drink or something. Because it's Vegas and things will be open at all times. But then if you do well on Saturday, you have to return Sunday. So you're de-incentivized to like not go out on Saturday night if you're still in the event. Now, if you're not in the event, oh my God.
Bruh.
If you're not in the event, you could just go to you can go get shit faced, right? Strippers and whores. This was a very, very good turn for J. Coop. Oh my God.
What if a team showed up that they were a YCS slash SJC champion for each year. That would be cool as well.
Oh, you're saying like a person won a Shonen Jump championship in Goats, and then a person won Edison, like around that year, they won a YCS, and then somebody won like a YCS around Tengu. That would be a cool team.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a team of just like winners is also dope, right? Like any team, there probably will be a team of 3 YCS champions. Like I imagine that will be a team. I don't think that every YCS champion in the building is going to be playing the main event. The main event is also a 3v3.
Yep. Back for thirds, right?
Yeah, Silverman. No, I think Silverman told me he's playing in the Ultimate Time Wizard thing. Like he's playing in the same tournament I'm playing in.
Oh, okay. So back for thirds isn't coming for thirds?
No, actually.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I wanted to see some Dominic Couch Flandrees if he was still on it.
Dominic Couch Flandrees.
Yeah, he was on Flow for the 3v3, wasn't he?
No. When Dom won his 3v3s, the first time was with some kind of Shadal deck, I think. And then the second time was on Cash Terror or something like. Yeah, it was that because he's the guy who had the picture with 9 zones locked. There was only one open zone.
That was his duel.
His opponent had 1 open zone.
Am I thinking of the right person? Was Dominic playing Flow, or was he just talking about Flow at some point?
Not at a 3v3. He probably played Flow at a tournament, by himself at like a YCS, I'm sure, but not 3v3.
Yeah, I just remember you telling me that he was something with him and Flow, and you were telling him about me because that's the deck that I
he probably topped the YCS with Flandrees, and that's what I'm thinking of, but not 3v3. When you said back for seconds or gonna finish that.
Gonna finish that. Yep.
Yeah.
Such good team names.
Yeah, this guy is at a cost. So if this card is going to go, you can return 1 face-up card you control to the hand. Yeah, so you do have to return it to the hand, J. Coop. That is a fact.
Oh, did he return an extract monster? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, it's like Swap Frog in Edison format. It's the same exact thing. Okay. Swap Frog can't bounce an extra deck monster or a token.
Yeah,
to the
hand. I didn't see what he bounced. I
think he tried to bounce one of the tokens that he had on the field on turn 1 that he milled with Card Trooper Dandelion thing. I think he tried to bounce one of those to summon this guy, but you cannot do that.
Yep, for sure can't.
He said no different than Compulse. That's where you're wrong, buddy. It's actually very different than Compulse. Compulse is an effect to return to hand, right? So that's different. Costs have to be paid in the way that they are listed. So this one says it has to go back to the hand. Oh, he tried to return Formula Synchron back. Now, he was trying to do some broken shit. He was trying to do some... I'm trying to summon that multiple times.
Do you think Tengu playing, or Tengu format, I guess is better phrase, will super take off after this YCS like Edison?
Honestly, I don't think about stuff like that. It just doesn't. It's not something that I think about. I'm not really trying to predict the future, to be honest, when it comes to where formats are going or Yu-Gi-Oh and all that stuff. I'm just gonna play with whatever's fun to play. I'm just gonna play it. That's kind of where I'm at.
I think people will just play what they'll play.
Yep.
And if they want to play that, they'll play it. And if they don't after this, then they won't.
Yeah. Like we're obviously doing a lot of Tengu stuff because there is an event coming up, an official event by Konami where Tengu is going to be played, and I think that's really awesome. But I'm not like trying to figure out. Okay, so Dom is stabilized after the plus like 2 that his opponent got turn 1. They're both at 5 cards again. All right, and now he's only down 1 card, but it's not a real 1 card. Tengu Plant War League win. Anthony, honestly, I feel like the next War League should just be Tengu format because I personally, like, I don't really care for War Leagues that have already been played. Like, we just had the Edison one and it was cool and everything, but like, It's like, how many times are you gonna do that? Like, how many times are the same people gonna join together and fucking play Diva Hero Beat? Like, I'm sorry, I just.
I mean, it's the truth.
Like, it's nice to switch it up every once in a while. You gotta switch it up, you know?
Yeah. Dom, Avery, and I almost played Flo at every event last year or so. Not our proudest moments. Should be your proudest moment. Auto duality, no response, chain shifter.
Okay, here's Drunk Synchron. Returning formula, that's pretty cool. Formula has no effect, but that is pretty cool.
Yep.
So, he has a lot of plays from here. Yeah, this is a deck where you need to draw Maxi against them.
Yeah, they do too much.
Because he's trying to... yeah.
So, like, Maxi obviously has its negatives, but, like, these are the kind of decks that, like, Maxi is actually kind of healthy for, because if these decks had no checks...
This would be the format. It would be Fabled and this.
Yeah. It'd just be, like, Synchro, Special Summon, Spam, Fiesta.
So where's this going? Drunk Synchron with a negated formula.
I sense a pass in the future.
Are you going to YCS Rally in April? Most likely. Although I will be honest, I am so tired of going to North Carolina at this point. I want Konami to, speaking of switching things up, can they stop putting every event in North Carolina, please? Thanks. It's not even their fault. It's just that, like, there's a lot of good tournaments in North Carolina because of Big Boy Gaming. So between Big Boy Gaming throwing events like the 5K they just had in December and Konami throwing events there too, it's like, damn, that's a lot of traveling to North Carolina. I'm only 6 hours driving away from it, so it's not like the worst for me. But if I'm being honest, North Carolina isn't like a fun state. Like, Vegas is amazing. Like, Nevada, you know, Vegas is amazing. I cannot say the same for Raleigh. Like, Raleigh isn't exactly what I would consider like a popping city.
Austin hasn't had an event since YCS 2013. Jesus, that's
Over, well, probably 10 years ago, but yeah, almost 10 years ago now.
Austin's also a good city. Got a good nightlife.
The deck J. Coop is playing is actually really good. Like, if it doesn't get Maxi, just like...
It does a lot.
I mean, I guess turn
things.
1, his card trooper milled like Dandelion, Zephyros, Veiler. And I think he's just been riding that wave since then.
Yep. Alright. The Zephyros is coming to work for the dark side now. Oh, you can't do that, bud.
It's negated.
That's negated.
I guess I'm gonna have to talk to... Okay, good. Dom caught it.
Yep. You know, Frazier, I had a feeling that he forgot it was negated because he passed with it. I was like, he probably should make like a an Orient Dragon with this, maybe.
Yeah. Probably should have done something with it, but it's gonna die this turn. For free.
Yes.
But he
Yes,
does
it
have the
is.
Junk Synchron in his hand to just summon it back again. For what it's worth. But the Zephyros is once per duel. So it is gone. And not forgotten.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. He said, I want to play
that's not
Yu-Gi-Oh!
good.
Yes, he
Yeah,
said,
that's
I'm
really
here to
not
play
good.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, Frazier, that's really not good.
He said, you're a synchro spam deck, aren't you?
Let me show you how to really do it.
It's so interesting that you would do synchro spam in front of me like this.
Yep.
Why don't we read together? I too would like to read a book.
Smooth draw 2.
Things are getting unhinged, and knowing Dom, pot of avarice is on its way.
Yeah, definitely. No, actually, knowing Dom, he's gonna get his field outed. He's gonna lose all of his cards. Then he's gonna top deck Pot of Avarice and then win from there. That's the exact situation.
So now they're basically equal in cards because this formula is not living to the next turn. And Librarian being on the field is actually pretty sick. Also, he hasn't used Spore yet. Yep, here we go. So here's another draw. So he's going to go higher in cards, I feel like, at this point. Now, I don't know what has been used in terms of... I know Zephyros has been used. I don't know if he used his Spore. I don't see anything banished, though, so I'm assuming his Spore is still active.
Yeah, his Spore is definitely still alive.
But here comes Catastrophe for another draw.
Catastrophe being unhinged.
Alex says, will you recommend still going to Vegas even if you don't have a team? Do you think I can find 2 others to play with if I go? Alex, what I would do is I would join all of the Discord servers like Edison format Discord server, format libraries Discord server, and talk to players in those Discord servers who are looking for teammates. People are looking for teammates. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And I think that you're a decent player, Alex. So, you know, if people wanted to like make you audition or something, because that's what I would do if I didn't know someone. Like if I didn't have a million people fucking messaging me asking to either be on my team or trying to draft me to their team, I would like do, you know, a thing, you know, if you have credentials or if you don't, then like play test sessions so they can grasp like how competent or how good you are. Yeah, those are like the thing. Also, posting Yugi Universe, the Philly Facebook page, there might be people who are going who also are looking for teammates.
Is McCabe going to play X-Sabers in this event? I hear they're good in this format.
I don't think
that's his fave deck.
I don't think that McCabe is going.
Yeah, I don't think he's going at all either. I would kind of highly doubt it, to be honest.
Yes, King Vegeta. I topped 2 YCSs during this time. I was a Tengu plant player. I think I got a feature match too at Kansas City. Let's see.
So the scores just come down hot. We got a hot... Ooh. So Formula Synchron is going to be used on the attempt to enter battle phase. I imagine we're going to be looking at either BRD or Ancient Fairy. BRD and Librarian just to draw and clear the field.
So all broken. Right. The interaction
yeah,
is amazing.
Formula Synchron is probably like top 5 like best cards in the whole format.
Is this a clickable link? Oh wow. These are all like decks that I've topped with, I guess. That's actually pretty cool. That is, I didn't know that TCG Player had something like this.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, there's a bunch of YCS tops and stuff there.
I even saw ARGs in there.
Yeah, so this is my top YCS Kansas City and Tengu plant format. So you see I was playing this build here that you see in front of you. I think that this is a little different though because we do have, at this time, we have Zen mains. Yeah, Zen mains is huge for obvious reasons. I'm gonna go back to the duel now. Sorry about that.
I noticed that you weren't playing 3-book. Was there a reason that you did that?
You're such an asshole.
Librarian doesn't get its effect, doesn't it? No, because they both happen on the same chain.
What's up?
When Black Rose Dragon gets summoned is when its effect happens, and Librarian gets to draw on the effect.
Yep.
You can make Librarian chain link 2.
I love that you've learned so much in Yu-Gi-Oh! Since starting playing like 4 years ago, Tango. It's actually crazy because there's people who've been playing for more than a decade and they don't understand the game on the level that you do in such a short time. Now, granted, you had me to help, but still.
Yeah, that's true.
It's nice that you know quite a lot. Also, I just want to give you guys some
a blast from the past.
YouTube, I'm here at Fraser Smith. We're at YCS Kansas City, and he just top 32. He lost to Karakuris, and we're going to show you his deck list. And he's going to vent to you guys.
Yep. So basically, I decided to play plants. I broke my rule. I usually don't play a deck that I've already played before.
Yeah, so it is mandatory.
Or top one before, but this time I decided because plants are like so.
This is a video on Serious Treeborn Frog's channel that you guys can obviously, you know, watch. It's, I don't know what the quality was. Was this what cameras looked like back in 12 years ago?
I'm just going to play plants.
Yes.
So my deck wasn't really that much different than the other playing deck list, but I was good anyway.
Like in 2010, like cameras were fucking dog shit.
You can't even see me.
And we're going to show you his deck list, and he's going to vent to you
Like
guys.
I'm like not a person.
What's up, YouTube?
Like look at how pixel. Look at this video. It's nothing. There's nothing here.
Yeah, technology has advanced.
Yeah. The only thing is different mainly is that I am no facial hair at the time is the main thing. No, Anthony, the Karakuri player in top 32 was it Jesus Suarez, RIP? Was he? No, he wasn't playing Karakuri. I remember. It was some guy who I do know him. I believe he's from New York. I cannot remember his name. But like we had the sackiest match ever. I remember being so. In fact, I think in this video, Serious Treeborn Frog said Fraser's gonna rant or like rant to you about getting sacked or whatever. Because that top 32 match was unhinged. Like it was so bad. The quality of the video is hilarious though. Like, all right, while they're doing that, I'm just gonna go back to this. So.
Like really good 40 GK a little bit.
No, see, I saw it. Look, guys, I saw it closed forest back in 2011. So I knew that Gravekeepers were real in Tengu format, and I was not here for it at all.
Against GK a little bit, and
I did not want people to GK me. Don't get GK'd. I will also be doing closed forest if I'm not playing Gravekeepers in Vegas because I'm not sleeping on that deck. I'm trying to put that shit in the grave.
Yeah, so if Librarian is mandatory, so I guess Black Rose would be Chainlink 2, but Black Rose's effect happens on the Synchro Summon, so I would think that you could order the chains if you wanted to, but maybe not.
Oh, they're still talking about like how the chains have to work?
Yeah, or like, for example, I actually don't even know if Librarian even needs to be on the field to still draw at Resolution. Oh no, it does say it.
It
It
says
says
it
it
on
right
it.
on the card.
Yeah, I don't know any of the rules really. Like I'm winging it a lot. We could check format library.
At least on
which is-
Format Library, there isn't a specific ruling on that case, but I would just think because Black Rose Dragon's like effect to destroy the field is when the Synchro Summon occurs. And since Librarian is mandatory when a monster is Synchro Summoned, I would think since they both activate on the same chain, but
Also,
maybe that's just
is
wrong.
this a format where you might be able to order your chain links in this format?
You think so? I don't know actually. Yeah. The earliest format that I know for certain that you can do that is hat format.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the earliest format that I know because you have mermails. That
Yeah,
can, like,
I don't
order
know
the
how.
chain links.
I don't know when you're allowed to start like. Oh, this is a graveyard effect, and this is like a on-field effect, and you know, can I make my Kaya's Chainlink 1 and my Absolute Zero Chainlink 2 tribute Absolute Zero for Kaya's? Can you make Kaya's Chainlink 1 so that way he can't be pulling a rug, for example?
Right.
Or yeah. No, you can never put optional effects before mandatory effects. This was a crazy game because they are like going at it.
All right, so Glow Bulb has been used. Zephyros has been used. Spore, so that's everything. That should be everybody. Actually, has Spore been used? I'm assuming it has, but I don't see anything banished still, so I don't know. Is there a Leviair? No. Solemn Judgment. Okay, that's big. That is big.
It's a big stop.
Yes, it is. So now what?
That's a big hell no. This is game 3, isn't it?
It is.
Down to the wire. Life is low on both sides, but one guy has a field that's way more cracked than the others.
There are 6 minutes left.
All right. Wipe it all away. Wipe it all away.
Wipe it down, wipe it down, wipe it down, wipe it down. Dark Hole is so good for the format.
Yeah, no other card deals with that. Except for like Mirror Force.
You need stuff like that in a format like this. I think that it makes perfect sense. People are going to try to establish really dumb boards, and you're just like, okay, relax. You need a relax card.
Yeah, relax cards are good.
Yeah. What are the differences that you see between Edison and Tengu so far? I mean, they're two different formats, so everything. Like literally everything. They're almost 2 years apart.
Yep. A lot more consistent. A lot more power cards.
Yep, I agree with both of those points. Like they're
a lot more extenders.
They're completely different formats. They don't feel alike at all.
And like still the same way I was saying, like the optimization of the format, you know, is definitely still not there to what Edison is, but at least in, you know, in a very surface level look, like setting monsters doesn't really seem to be as much of a thing in this format. Setting monsters is very frequent in Edison.
Okay,
right,
a Brianna.
And attacking.
And that's probably
and yeah. Okay.
Not enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment is insane.
Alright, just admit defeat, please. Thank you.
Here's my
Holy
thing.
moly.
If your opponent has one card in hand and you know it, like Dom knows you have Maxi, it's your only card, and you have Spore, it's your only other card. You really do have a very binary play. You either do it or you don't, like he said. It's not really like life points are low, you know? Like what are we doing?
And also at the same time, it's not a situation of like, you know, we'll be fine. Like why are you rushing? It's like, let's just not go into time. Let's just end the duel. Like you have nothing to do. You either flip the light switch.
Dom
on or
wasn't
off.
being a horrible sport though. Like they have
No.
6 minutes left in the round, and your opponent has literally one card in hand, and they're taking 3 minutes to think on their play. Like I don't understand. Like how is me asking you to play faster a bad sport?
Yeah.
Like if you're literally holding one card in hand and it's been a minute and you haven't done a single thing with one card, you go dark hole, and I clear my field, I search for Sangan, and then a minute passes and not a single thing has happened. It's like, what is happening right now? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, how complicated could the play be at that point?
100% no.
Like, I'm all for people, you know, getting time to make like more complicated plays, you know, with the right amount of discretion, of course. But if you have one card and it's been literally over 60 seconds, and also the judge says there's 6 minutes left in a round, both players' life points are at 3,000. I'm like, excuse me, can you just play faster, because I don't want to go in time, and we have 6 minutes left, and you only have one card. Like, put it into context. Like, people just don't like being told that they have to play faster. People want to take like as much time as they want. And this is not even like specifically an attack on J Coop, but I'm talking about people in general. Like, this is not even the exact situation. But I noticed that for some reason when you
happen for multiple duels where like someone asks them to go, like, you know, to make a play or play a little bit faster, and then the other person feels that it's a
like people just naturally don't want to be told to play faster, and I get it, but like, bro, like, don't take forever. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you're taking a long time, like, I'm going to tell you to play. It just, you know, it just is what it is. Like, even I take a while and people will tell me like, could you play faster? And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, I need to make a play. Like, I'm not the fastest player in the world, but yeah, I think that's gonna wrap this up though. I think we're all done here. So Dom went 3-0 with Tengu Plant, so I will pull up his deck list if I can. He might have to send it to me because I don't know if the bot's working. Let me just check.
Well, format library is up, so it should be all Gucci.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Master Duel suffers from the same. Well, the nice thing about Master Duel, and I'm gonna say this kind of a little uneducated, is that it's a banked time between both players, and if you expend all that time, you know, you literally just will lose.
All right. Hopefully this is like, you guys can see this. How's it showing up on stream? So this is Dom's deck for the local. It's funny, Dom played Gemini Imps in the side because he's, I'm assuming, afraid of Royal Tribute. And that card negates Royal Tribute, and you draw a card, I believe is how it works.
Yeah, I think it does, actually.
It's pretty good against Gravekeepers, I guess. I will probably just do another Closed Forest, if I'm being honest, but I get it. I get it. I love the Decree. Decree is so good against all these bullshit decks that are like Worms and TGs and all the other decks. I think that it's okay to set like 4 back row and tell you to go, right? Like, Decree is so good against all of that. Leeching of Light is obviously good against Agents. Forbidden Lance is good against decks that play Horn of Phantom Beast and just decks that play a lot of back row as well. This is a well-built side deck. And in a mirror match, I think that he's just doing like Maxi, Crow, and I just hope to play better than you is kind of like the logic there. Yeah. And then J-Coop did get second, so I'm going to pull up his list as well. Oh, wait. Not me trying to send that. Okay, I tried to put that command in the wrong spot. Send me the deck. And he got Satuza. Okay, so I think I have all of the decks. So J-Coop's deck, looks like it was some kind of like synchro spam thing. I actually played a deck like this, I'm pretty sure. Isn't tuning legal? Is tuning legal?
Tuning is legal, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I played this deck and it was like more unhinged, where I played like tuning and shit like that. and tried to just go all in. Like, I'm pretty sure I played quick draw too because I was young and didn't know any better. But yeah, this is J Coop's deck that got second. And we have one more. I love that I'm doing this with Snipping Tool because I'm just like kind of lazy right now, I'm not gonna lie. And here is Satuza's deck, who got third with Hero Beat, which lives on, of course, in every format. Hero Beat with Bubble Man and Thunder Kangs. Thunder Kang. Main deck Super Poly. He also has Draco E Quest in the extra deck. And the Fire guy is out too. I guess Drax is like a fire deck. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So tomorrow, Friday, I plan to do another Tengu tournament in the Discord. So yeah, hopefully we'll get even a bigger turnout tomorrow night because it'll be Friday going into Saturday. Oh, and before you guys go, Saturday is a free-to-play tournament. It's Necros format with a $175 prize pool donated by... I'm sorry, I forget the guy's name. I'm so sorry. Let's see. I'm terrible with names, though. Shadow 23, maybe? Shadow 23, yes. Shadow 23 donated $175 for this tournament to happen. So it's a Necros format tournament happening on Saturday. There's a special thing in place where Maxi, Vanity's Emptiness, and Jin Releaser of Rituals are all banned, though. So just think about that. So no Jin Lock, no Vanity's Emptiness, no Maxi. So it's Necros format, but very different at the same time, I would say. But that is free to everybody in the IMNerd podcast Discord server. So you do not have to pay for that if you're already in the Discord. And yeah, that's going to be Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, my time. But yeah, Tango games were good. These are some good Tango games. Tango Plants won the tournament, you know, the first ever. This is also like Dom's fourth or fifth tournament win. He's out here. Dom's definitely out here. Are there any people playing? Just curious if anybody's playing Tango format. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, no. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. It is actually still pretty early. It's like 9:45, so I'm going to get out of here. But you guys have a good night, and thank you to everybody who came out to watch the stream, the first Tengu Plant stream. And I will probably be seeing you all again tomorrow night, Friday night, for another tournament. So
it's Friday night.
And I feel all right. Okay.